If you're looking for any English Pokemon single or sealed card or stuff, just check the tcgcastle.com and use the TCG Center 5 code as you can see in front of you to get a 5% discount on your purchases when you redeem the code. So TCG Castle will ship the cards worldwide, so you don't need to worry about your location. So just visit the page and use the code if you want to buy anything. Hello guys and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Mario with you, and today we'll have a version 2 of the Night March deck. So basically this is the Night March deck for the expanded with the latest 2016 year, and with the latest card you can actually get basically all up to breakthroughs. So yeah, it's the month January and we'll be looking for this deck. So basically, if you'll be looking for any of these cards, please visit the tcgcastle.com, and if you will be interested to purchase anything, use the TCG Center 5 code and get 5% discount when you purchase cards. Basically, yeah, you will probably note that in this Night March deck I have Jirachi, and you will like to say, what the heck is going on with this guy? So he played Jirachi in his deck. Yeah, but this Jirachi Stardust Jirachi, which says discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. If you do, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Well, this is pretty interesting, in my opinion, because you can easily beat your opponent Night March deck or Wesby Queen, Flareon decks, or those decks who run special energies. But the most popular decks in the expanded you'll probably find are those Wesby Queens, Flareon decks, Wesby Queen Night March decks, and also those Duran decks. And all of them run 4 special energies and 3 additional energies to attack, or 2 energies, depend on the player who played. But basically this Jirachi is pretty good. You don't even need to attack with Jirachi, you can attack with your Mew EX because you have replace, oh no, not the replace, you have ability versatility, which says this Pokemon can use the attacks of any Pokemon in play, both your opponents. You still don't need the necessary energy to use these attacks. So basically with that Jirachi, you can surprise your opponent with the Stardust, discard his special energy, and prevent it from attacking you. That's the most important thing, because your opponents will need to Lysand or something on your bench. And that's just pretty insane. And the second card you will probably see in this deck is the Robo Substitute. And you will again say, what the heck is going on? Why this guy is trying to be smartass and trying to play those cards in his deck? Well, the second thing that I think you'll probably find a lot of people play those Dolphin Howluchas decks. And the second good matchup could be to just attack with one of your Pokemons. For example, with Mew, you can copy the Dolphin deck and go in the front with a Rubber Substitute. And you can also try to buy one more turn. And especially in the beginning of the game, if you go second, you can also start with the Shaman, and you just don't want to retreat. You can just Sky Return for 30 or 50, depend, and promote in the front that Rubber Substitute. So your opponents will again lose one turn, and you'll be able to do some damage and to set up again. So yeah, a lot of decks that you will find in this deck. So the third deck will be the one Enhanced Hammer. I know that all of these cards are just ×1, but with the Enhanced Hammer you'll be actually able to discard a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And that's again good, because with that one Enhanced Hammer you can crush down those double colors energies from your opponents. For example, Seismitoads, if they miss to attack, and if you can Lysander them and they cannot retreat, or from those Night Marchers, West between Flareons, even those Havluchas who runs those strong energies, and that's pretty good, in my opinion. It really is. Yeah, but I will just still thinking about playing Computer Search over the Dowsing Machine. But with the Dowsing Machine, you can have second Robo Substitute, second Enhanced Hammer, second Ultra Ball, or anything like that. And I'm still thinking about playing Computer Search or the or the dowsing machine, but still don't know. I'm still thinking that computer search can be better, but depend. It really need to be tested. But pretty much the other deck list is pretty much standard. I ran 3 Shane ZX for the setup. Um, you really know what this card work. When you play it from your hand, you can draw cards until you have 6 if you want. Of course, 4 copies of Joltik with the Night March, 1 copy of the Jirachi with the Stardust, as I mentioned before, 4 Lampens with the Cursed Drop and the Night March, of course, but you cannot play them, you can just need to discard them, and 2 copies of Muse with the Versatility and the Replace, and Pupkaboo, 4 of them with the Night March, as I mentioned it. So from the item cards, 4 battle compressors, of course you will need them to search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them to shuffle your deck afterward, so you can basically discard those Night Marchers or supporter cards or any other card that you really don't need. This is also speed version of the deck, but it's also a little deck, so 1 computer search, so you can search for any card you really need. That's the Ace spec. 1 Enhanced Hammer, so with Enhanced Hammer you can discard the special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. 1 Robo Substitute, as I mentioned before, when Robo Substitute is knocked out, your opponents wouldn't take the prize card for it, so something like the Live Dew. But you can also play Live Dew in this deck, so you can get a chance to get 2 prizes less. Yeah, you can try it. You can definitely try even to play with the Live Dew. 2 switches. With the switch, you'll be able to switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, just in case you need to switch something and you don't want to lose the energy. 1 town map, so you can turn all your prizes face up. Those prize cards will remain the face up for the rest of the game. 3 trainers mails. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal the training card you find there and put it back into your hand. 4 copies of the Ultra Ball, so you can discard 2 energy. You can discard 2 cards from your hand in order to search your deck for any Pokemon. 4 versus Seekers, so you can put back any supported card from your discard pile back to your hand. And right now we have 1 AZ for the deck, so you can remove those Shamies from the play. 1 Hex Maniac for those Crobats and the Aegislashes. So basically, without Hex Maniac, you would have pretty much Autolows again Aegislash, Autolows again Pyro, and some players might play those cards. 2 Lysanders, of course, just in case one is prized. But you can maybe try to play 1 Lysander and add additional 2nd Enhanced Hammer, but that all depends over you. But I would rather play 1 Enhanced Hammer as a deck and 2 Lysanders to be just sure. 1 copy of Anne. And 4 copies, only 3 copies of Professional Juniper. So basically 4 Draw Supporter and 3 Shamans, 3 Dimension Wallies, 3 Muscle Bands, 4 Double Colors Energies, and 3 Energies. One of them is the Fighting Energy for those Donphans, Hawluchas, Landorus's. One of them is the Lighting Energy, basically for those Matrix. And one of them is the Psychic Energy for those Gengars and other Pokemons. What I really missed in this deck is 1 Mr. Mime with the Bench Barrier. And right now I'm thinking how good it would be to have Mr. Mime with the Bench Barrier, especially against those Landorus decks and against those Manectric decks. And I'm still thinking that it would be pretty smart to tech at least 1 Mr. Mime in this deck. You should probably tech it, but I still don't know what to replace. I was thinking about maybe replace the 1 switch for the Mr. Mime, or maybe to replace 1 AZ for the Mr. Mime, but I'm still thinking that replacing Mr. Mime with 1 switch would be the best option. But in this case, I would probably remove Computer Search and add Dowsing Machine, so in that case I will be able to have a 2nd switch, and pretty much without 2nd switch I don't think this will be a smart option, because I really sometimes depend on the second switch because you have only 7 energies and you sometimes want to retreat and you don't want to lose those energies, especially if you start bad in the beginning of the game. So basically, let me know what you think about this deck. So there is the deck list. You can leave comments below. You can also like or dislike video, and let me know what you think about this idea with the Night March in the expanded deck. So basically, you can replace computer search with dowsing machine, and you can cut down one switch and add the Mr. Mime, so you can have pretty much something like this. So something like dowsing machine and the Mr. Mime. So there it is, Mr. Mime with the bench barrier, and there it is, dowsing machine. So you can have something like this. Right now, Mr. Mime, there is the dowsing machine, and there is one switch, so you can basically have a lot of cards with the one, but you have dowsing machine, and basically you can get any of these one cards times 2, because dowsing machine will just allows you to put a trainer card from the discard pile back into your hand. So basically we'll have second enhanced hammer, second robo substitute, second switch, second town map, fourth trainer's mail, fifth ultra ball, versus seeker, Lysander, or cards like that that you actually might need in the crucial moment. And yeah, I think that this is even the better deck list. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Don't forget to check the CCG Castle if you need any of these cards, and don't forget to use TCG Center 5 code to get 5% on your purchases. And don't forget to like or dislike video if you like it, or dislike if you don't like it. And that's pretty much all. So stay tuned for the more future videos. Until the next time, have a nice day, and goodbye.